Stay tuned for Hutto Hippos baseball live from Stony Point High School in the Tiger Diamond as the Hippos take on the Stony Point Tigers in this District 25 6A matchup. Hippos looking to bounce back after a couple tough weeks, couple games. Talk about that coming up in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned. Well, welcome to Stony Point High School in the Tiger Diamond for this matchup between the Hutto Hippos and the Stony Point Tigers in a District 25 6A matchup. Windy night tonight. I'm Gage Bowles on the call. Once again, going solo on this. Windy night. Been a really warm day, but I'm in the shade and it's feeling beautiful, but the wind is really strong, blowing in, so might be an interesting game with flyouts, and definitely don't think there's going to be too many home runs, unlike that Hippos Westwood 2-game series over spring break where the wind was strong like this but blowing out and home runs were flying out everywhere. So first pitch is going to be about 7 o'clock. The Tigers come in at 11-11-1, 3-4 in district. Their last 4, they are 2-2 on the March the 26th, which was last Tuesday. They played Cedar Ridge, district matchup, lost 8-2. Last Wednesday, they played a non-district game against Rouse, who is a state-ranked team. I think they're in the top 5 where they were towards the beginning of the year. They defeated Rouse 14-4, and then, last Tuesday. Let's see, the 26th would have been a couple Fridays ago. And then the 27th, which is a Saturday, they played Rouse, defeated them 14-4. And then last Tuesday, they played Westwood. They beat them 10-8. And remember, Hippos lost really bad to Westwood both nights. And then last Thursday, on April 1st, they lost to Westwood 4-1. So don't have a whole lot of them.
Welcome to Tiger Diamond here at Stony Point High School.
But what I do got here is Hippos, and we'll have to talk about them. They're 7-14, 2-5 in district, just below the Tigers in district play. Last 4, the Hippos are 1-3. 320 on the 23rd, they played McNeil, defeated them 11-4. On the 26th, which was last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, they defeated McNeil's. They lost to McNeil 7-6 on a McNeil walk-off.
Let the players play. Let the coaches coach. Let the umpires make the calls.
On the 29th, which was last Tuesday, they played Round Rock in Hutto. Lost that game 6-3, but it was a game I didn't get to see it, but really close up until the last inning. And I think it may have gone into extras, and the Dragons just scored 3 runs, and Hippos couldn't overcome. Same thing last Thursday against Round Rock. Hippos had a lead late in the game, I believe in the 5th inning. They were up 2-1. It was really a pitcher's duel up until that point. Dragons came out, scored 3 runs, made it 4-2. Hippos couldn't recover from that. So the last 3 games, Hippos have all led late in the game, but they gave up runs late in the game, which cost them the game because their offense they were facing some phenomenal pitching, or they were on the road and they got walked off. And they've played well all in their last 4 games. Scores really don't. The scores, even though they're close, feel like the Hippos should have won all those games, really, the last 3 games. But just some key mistakes have caused them to lose. And a lot of their district games this year, and their 5 district games that they've lost, key mistakes. But other than that those 2 Westwood games, and about to take the field are going to be the Stony Point Tigers. I'm right behind home plate, so going to do my best to be able to move the camera around, but we're about to get ready, going with the national anthem.
This game going here in just a minute.
Then we'll go over the starting lineups.
Let's play some baseball. Quick rundown of your Hutto Hippo lineup here. Your starters for the Hutto Hippos. Batting first, right fielder, number 9, Luke Nash. Batting second, number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
You can hear the lineups going on, but I'll just a second as I get situated here, kind of in a tight spot.
Batting fourth,
Hippos lineup looks like this. Leading off in right field, number 9, Luke Nash. Batting second baseman, number 2, Caleb Cantwell. Batting third baseman, number 7, Garrett Bain, committed to Texas Tech. Pitching and batting cleanup, number 13, Andrew Ender. Don't see that a lot from the Hippos. Normally they throw out a designated hitter. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 12, Carson Babb. Batting sixth, catcher, number 6, Xander Hall. Batting seventh, center fielder, number 21, Caden Matoka. Batting eighth, shortstop, number 14, Grayson Doggett.
shortstop.
And batting ninth, left fielder number 24, Chris Gadesick. And the starting lineup for the Stony Point Tigers as they get their warm-up pitches going on. Leading off, shortstop number 2, Brandon Creek. Batting second, second baseman number 7, Ivan Villegas. Batting third, right fielder number 18, Braden Gostisha. Batting in the cleanup spot, first baseman number 5, Michael Bazak. Batting fifth, center fielder number 4, Cade Crawford. Batting sixth, catcher number 3, Perry Raines. Batting seventh, third baseman number 11, Alex Landeverd. Batting eighth, left fielder number 25, Lucas Morin. And batting ninth, designated hitter 23, Cameron Cook. And the starting pitcher for the Stony Point Tigers is number 9, Peyton Owen.
Your leadoff batter for the Hippos here in the top of the first, right fielder number 9, Luke Nash.
Stepping up to the plate is Hippos leadoff hitter, Luke Nash. First pitch swinging, made contact, popped up, and caught by number 11, third baseman Alex Landeverd, maybe. Last name a little.
Now coming to the plate, second baseman number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
Now batting for the Hippos is second baseman Caleb Cantwell. First pitch swinging, just kind of a checked swing, made contact, chopped back to the backstop. One out in the inning, 0-1 count, and the pitch from Owen. Curveball, curved away, dropped by the catcher for a ball. Owen is set, ready to go. Cantwell in. And the windup from Owen. And the pitch. Down right at the knees, called for a ball. 2-1 count to Cantwell. Cantwell looks like he has maybe some guard on his shoulder. Maybe he has a little injury, but looks like he might be playing through it. And the pitch high and in. Cantwell had to back out of the way a little bit. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Owen winds up and pitches in for a strike. Caught that inside corner. Full count. The payoff pitch is coming. The windup and swinging, grounded straight to third baseman Alex Landeverd, and throws over to the first baseman Michael Bazak, and for the out.
Now batting for the Hippos, third baseman number 7, Garrett Bowen.
Now batting is third baseman number 7, Garrett Bowen. First pitch in is for the strike. Bowen committed to Texas Tech for the Hippos. And the pitch, swinging strike, had him looked like way out in front of that. That was a nice, probably either curveball or changeup. 0-2 pitch coming, swinging by Boehm, just foul. Down the third baseline. Owen set, and the windup curves out. And Boehm saying it hit him. The pitch hit him, but umpire and Tigers saying it didn't, and they're calling him back. 1-2 count. Next pitch swinging and going to drop in front of the center fielder, Cade Crawford. Now up to bat is going to be the pitcher, number 13, Andrew Ender for the Hippos.
Now batting Hutto pitcher number 13, Andrew Ender.
Owen pitching from the stretch for the first time, and the windup in the pitch. Ooh, pitched way down in the dirt, curved away, but Ender swung at that. 0-1 count. Bame is first, not taking too much of a lead, and the pitch is just on the outside of the outside corner for a ball. 1-1 count. Owen checks the runner, checks Bame at first, throws over. Bame gets back. Owen's hat flew off from the strong wind. Owen sets, and swinging fouled out of the stadium. 1-2 count. Overcast skies. Down the left field line. It's down both left and right field to the foul pole of 320. Center field's 400, and the pitch down in the dirt. Nice block by catcher Perry Raines. To left center field, looks like it's 380, and to right center field, I believe it's 360. It might be 360 to both left and right center field. Throw over to first to keep Bame close. Does. He's not taking much of a lead. He gets back, and the pitch, 2-2 pitch, curves just high, right above the letters, and full count. Bame will be running on this pitch. Swinging, solid contact. Had a nice liner down the right field line, but went just foul. Owen checking Bame at first. Full count. Runner running and down and away for a walk. Nice job by Ender, extending that at bat and winning the battle and getting a walk.
Baseman, number 12, Carson Rabb.
And up to bat now, it's first baseman number 12, Carson Babb.
Check that, is Carson Babb. Thanks, folks.
Runners on first and second for the Hippos. Owen checks Bame at second and pitches. Down in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 count. Babb with an open, kind of bent stance, swinging, fouled. Next, down the line, next to the Hippos dugout. 1-1 count. To Babb. Owen getting his signs and sets. And the pitch, inside and down. 2-1 count. Owen sets. Checks Bame at second and pitches. It's nice. Looks like nice pitch that gets dropped out of the zone, whether that was a slider or curveball. Didn't really, but it dropped out of the zone. got Bab to swing. 2-2 count. And the pitch, swinging. Wind completely tails that over to the left fielder for the third out of the inning, Lucas Morin.
Lucas Morin with the third out of the inning. 2 stranded, none across for the Hippos here in the top of the first.
That wind is really already, just saw, going to play a huge effect on both teams. As that nicely hit ball was looking like it might drop in between the left fielder Lucas Morin and center fielder Cade Crawford, but that wind tailed it straight back and over to Lucas Morin. He had to even run over a bit for it and got for the third out of the inning. So Hippos send 5 men to the plate, leaving Bame stranded at second and Andrew Ender stranded at first. We've come to the middle of the first. 0-0 ball game. And leading off for the Tigers is going to be shortstop, number 2, Brandon Creek. We're just going to leave it here because the way it's set up, don't really have the ability to go to commercials. So if I go silent for a while, because we're waiting for the next half inning to start. I'm going to do my best to be able to keep talking throughout it. Find MLB stuff to talk about, college baseball. Do know that Sam Houston State and Texas A&M baseball are playing. Some MLB scores in the bottom of the fourth. The Yankees lead the Orioles 1-0, but they have the bases loaded with no outs. So the Orioles gave the Red Sox their first sweep at home on. Red Sox got swept by the Orioles at home at Fenway Park for the first time since. But they were swept in an opening series at home since, I believe, 1948. And now coming up to bat to start the bottom of the first. The leadoff batter is shortstop number 2, Brandon Creek. Pitching for the Hippos is number 13, Andrew Ender. First pitch from Ender, high at the head level of Creek for a ball. Creek looks kind of short, almost maybe like Jose Altuve height. And the pitch, nice, looks like Ender's throwing hard. Pitch sailed straight in the strike zone for a strike. Looks like the strike zone for Creek is a little bit smaller. Pitch is inside and a bit high. 2-1 count to Creek. Next pitch is in right below the knees, called for a strike. Nice favorable call for the Hippos. 2-2 count coming to Creek. And the windup from Ender, and pitches way outside. Full count. Ender already set, having to wait, and Creek steps in and pitching. Quickly, moving quickly, Ender popped straight up. Going to be called off by center fielder Cade Matoka for the out.
Now batting for the Tigers, second baseman, number 7, Ivan Villegas.
The Hippos shortstop, Grayson Doggett, second baseman, Caleb Cantwell, and center fielder Cade Matoka all were coming in for that. Matoka came in the farthest and called everyone off and got the out. And now batting for the Tigers is second baseman number 7, Ivan Villegas. First pitch in was a ball. And the pitch, just outside the outside corner for a ball. And Ender pitching in for a strike, 2-1 count. Right about the knees. Stony Point coach asked the umpire to slow Ender down just a bit to give the batter a time to set. Ender is working very quick, even to allow me to get my head back up, and he's already in the windup going. He's working very much faster than what we've seen for most. But now umpire has called time twice. Back to back. 2-1 count. Now the Hippos and Hippo Fiend are getting restless, and the pitch fouled straight back right in front of me. 2-2 count. To Villegas. Ender set, ready to go. And the windup and the pitch. Swinging foul back out of the stadium right behind home plate. Still a 2-2 count. And the pitch from Ender. Another swinging fouled ball back behind home plate by Villegas. Working Ender's pitch count early. And the pitch from is down and away. Full count to Villegas. And will Ender win this battle, or will Villegas? And the pitch from Ender. Swinging strike. That pitch was much slower and got Villegas swinging way out in front of it. For the strikeout. One strikeout for Andrew Ender. And now batting for the Tigers is right fielder number 18, Braden Gostisha. Pitch from Ender is in. Just outside for a ball. And the pitch from Ender, swinging, going to be popped up. Wind is tailing it way out. And Hippos shortstop Grayson Noggett, third baseman Garrett Bame, and left fielder Chris Gatesick all came in for that. It ended up going out, just falling just outside of the fence for a foul. One and one count. And the pitch fouled back into the net to the left of me. 1-2 count. Ender set, and the pitch. Called for a ball. Hippos and Tigers having to deal with a 17-mile-an-hour wind out of the southeast, which at this field means swinging fouled back. So far, Villegas and Gostisha is working Ender's pitch count early, meaning it's southeast wind at the Tiger Diamond is going to be blowing in and to the right field foul line. Next pitch is fouled. Back again next to the Hippos dugout. Next pitch from Ender. Chopped, back down to Ender, but it kind of fell down on, looks like I think it's turf. I think this whole field is turf. Kind of slipped on that. Catcher's Ender Hall wasn't able to quite corral it. So Gostisha is
Now
going to
batting
get
for
an
the
infield
Tigers,
single.
First baseman number 5, Michael Pazak.
And now batting is the cleanup hitter, first baseman Michael Bazak. Gostisha at first. Ender with the pitch. In on that inside corner for a strike. Tigers showing nice patience at the plate. In the early counts and the pitch. Swinging. Get down and fall in between the left fielder and center fielder. Left fielder Chris Gatesick picks it up, tries to get Gostisha going to third, but Gostisha will get in. Ball actually hit him as he was sliding. So Bazak with a single that advanced Gostisha to third base. So runners on the corners for center fielder Cade Crawford. Ender checks the runner at third. And the pitch. And right at below the letters and called for a ball. And the next pitch is in right on the inside corner for a strike. 1-1 count. And the pitch. In at the head. Crawford had to turn away from that. 2-1 count to Crawford. And they're slowing down a bit, getting his signs from his catcher, Xander Hall. And the pitch. Swinging. Fouled back. Tigers thought that maybe that was a passed ball. Two count to Crawford. Tigers in pinstripe uniforms with blue lettering with yellow outlines. Hippos in their orange jersey with black lettering and white outline. And the pitch. Swinging, popped up when tailing that. Third baseman Garrett Bain calls it off, and that's going to be the third out of the inning. And we've reached the end of the first. 0-0 ball game, heading to the top of the second. Tigers leave 2 runners on, both on the corners, just like the Hippos did, leaving 2 runners on. And coming up to bat for the Hippos to start the top of the second will be catcher Xander Hall, center fielder Cade Matoka, and shortstop Grayson Doggett. That will be the order. Check in on let's check in on some MLB scores, and then we'll talk about that national championship men's college basketball game last night. Astros and Angels played a little 2-game series that started last night. Astros lost that game last night 6-7. Gave up runs late to lose the game. Then they played this afternoon. Astros defeated the Angels 4-2 in that one after it was tied 2-2 in the top of the 9th. Then Carlos Correa came through with a big 2-run home run. So Astros will have tomorrow off. They will. And then they will have their home opener against the Athletics on Thursday and play a 3-game series Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and have Sunday off. So a little weird schedule to start the season, first week of the season. Atlanta Braves played the Washington Nationals. The Nationals' first game of the year. Nationals outlasted the Braves 6-5. Braves surprisingly starting 0-4 on the season. So a lot of interesting stuff going on in the first week of the season. Teams that thought would do good, maybe struggling. And the first pitch from 0-2, Hall. It gets Hall swinging. Yeah, some surprise teams in the MLB so far. It's early. but you never know what that will turn into. And the next pitch from Owen is fouled just to the top of the net, to the right of me, next to the Hippos dugout. 0-2 count to Hall. And the pitch from Owen, outside for a ball. Owen winds up and the pitch. Grounded to shortstop. The shortstop, Brandon Creek, throws over to first baseman Michael Bazak for the out. For the first out of the inning, and now coming up to bat for the Hippos is center fielder number 21, Caden Matoka. Pitch from Owen is in. Fouled back for strike one. Hit that top of the net and skipped out of the stadium. And the next pitch from Owen is in. Nice curveball. Dropped just out from underneath Matoka's bat for the second strike. 0-2 count. And the windup from Owen in the pitch. Nice curveball again. Grounded to third baseman. Third baseman came over. Alex Landeverd threw over to first baseman Michael Bazak for the second out of the inning. And now batting is shortstop, number 14, Grayson Doggett, committed to Wichita State University for baseball. Also the Hippos' starting quarterback. Nice multi-sport athlete. And first pitch is down just maybe a little outside, but called for a strike. Next pitch is in. Another nice curveball, but that one is too far outside. The catcher, Perry Raines, tried to frame that nicely, but umpire wasn't buying it. Next pitch was down in the dirt. Nice pick by the catcher for second ball of the inning. 2-1 count coming. Swinging by Doggett, fouled back. 2-2 count. Both pitchers really trying to work fast. Keep the pace of game quick. And the pitch from Owen. Curveball in just outside. Full count. The payoff pitch. Owen winds and the pitch. Right at the knees, called for the strikeout. Grayson Doggett thought that was a ball for a walk, and Owen sets down the Hippos in order for a 1-2-3 inning, ending that with a powerful strikeout. And we've reached the middle of the second. No score. Leading off, coming to lead off for the Tigers in the bottom of the second, is going to be catcher Perry Raines. Some more MLB scores. Let's see who all played this afternoon. Yankees lead the Orioles 3-0 in the middle of the fifth. Blue Jays lead the Rangers 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Yesterday, Rangers had their home opener, played in front of a full crowd, had about just over 38,000 people, and Blue Jays really put a damper on their first game that Rangers got to play in their new ballpark, second season, in front of fans, their own fans, by beating them 6-2 yesterday. A beautiful sight yesterday, seeing that game with a full crowd. And now the Rangers now lead 2-1 in the bottom of the first. They had a runner on third, and it looks like they hit a 2-run home run. And it's the split start, the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat is Perry Raines for the Tigers. Pitches inside. Too far for a ball. And the next pitch is in for the strike. Raines thought about check swing, but held himself back, but still called for a strike. And the pitch on that outside corner for a strike. 1-2 count coming to Raines. Ender already set, ready to go. Raines holding him, and now they go. Just on that inside corner, but called for a ball. Hippos fans and players wanted that call. And the pitch from Ender is coming. Too far inside and down. Full count. Coming to Raines. Pitch from Ender is coming. Swinging chop to third base. Garrett Bain jumps up and is able to just get that. Corral it in and throws over to first baseman Carson Babb. Just a little offline, but looked like Babb was able to stretch and get his foot back on the bag in time, but umpire calls him safe for another infield single. That's the second infield single for the Tigers tonight. And now batting for the Tigers is going to be third baseman, number 11, Alex Landeverd. Raines at first. And the pitch from Ender is bunting is Landeverd. Going to be foul. Trying to have a sac bunt to get Raines over into scoring position. Now they've got to be careful because the Hippos know what they're doing, and they're going to play the infield for a bunt. That's exactly what they're doing. They're playing third baseman Garrett Bain, and they have first baseman Carson Babb on the bag. In case it tries to pick off. Raines gets back. Raines looks like he is speedy, so a speedy catcher. And the pitch from Ender, bunting again, is Landeverd, foul. 0-2 count. Ender takes his time now, checks the runner at first, and now sets. And the pitch. Swinging is Landeverd. Going to be out to right fielder Luke Nash for the out, and it's gonna get it back in quickly and keep Raines at first. And now batting is left fielder number 25, Lucas Maureen, is how they pronounce it over the PA. Throws over to first base. Get really close to picking off Raines. And the pitch from Ender, swinging is fouled back out. And the pitch. Curves just high, gets just not able to drop back into the zone in time. 1-1 count. Throws over to first. Raines is able to get back. Evidently, it looks like Andrew Ender is really worried about Raines at first. Pitches in. Gonna throw over to first base, the catcher, and gets Raines caught in a pickle, but Raines is able to slide in, and umpire calls him safe. I think Hippos wanted him to be called out. It kind of looked like from here he could be out, but I think that last pitch was a ball. So I think it's a 2-1 count. And the pitch from Ender.
outside. For sure, now a 2-1 count to Maureen. So Raines gets a stolen base on that pickle that he got caught in, but was able to just get underneath the tag. 2-1 pitch to Maureen. Nope. It was a 3-1 count for a walk. So now, runners on first and second for the Tigers for designated hitter Cameron Cook. No, still wasn't a walk. A lot of confusion right now. It's a walk. Some noise coming, fun noise coming from
Now batting for the Tigers, your designated hitter, number 23, Cam Cook.
the Tigers dugout. Ender having a little discussion with his second baseman, Caleb Cantwell. Ender checking Raines at second, and the pitch to Cook is in for the strike. Ender sets, but checking Raines at second, and acts like he's going to pick him off, but holds the ball instead. Hippos didn't have anyone covering, so would have probably led to a run if he would have thrown it back. Doggett playing a little closer to second now, keeping Raines close, making some noise like he's going to run over there to get him out. And nice, solid swing line down the third base line, going to get into the corner, and Tigers are going to have 2 runs, and Cook is in with a triple, scoring a 2-run triple. Ball just got past left fielder Chris Gatesick and went all the way to the corner. Cameron Cook almost was out at third. Throw is there before him. But he was able to, he did the swim move like Javier Baez perfected and slid off the bag, but at that point, third base, I believe it was Garrett Boehm that was there that tried to make that tag. Had released the tag and just kind of throw was taking him away, and Cook was able to get back on the bag before Boehm was able to put another tag on him. So now batting for the Tigers is shortstop, leadoff hitter Brandon Creek. First pitch is in for a strike. So a 2-run triple for Cook. That was a nicely hit ball, perfectly placed. A bunt by Creek, and he's going to be out, but it is going to score Cook from third. So a sac bunt for Creek, scoring Cook, making it a 3-0 game for the Tigers. And now batting is Ivan Villegas. 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch, high for a strike, ball. Next pitch is in on that outside corner for a strike. Ender set again and ready to go. Pitches down and away for a ball. 2-1 count to Villegas. Swinging is Villegas. Going to get over because of the wind. Chris Gatesick's head. Going to go all the way to the fence. And Villegas is in with a double. That hit on that little fly up, Gatesick started coming in because it was just a little bloop, but that wind carried it back and away from him, away from Gatesick, and it ended up getting all the way to the wall. So two very unlucky placed hits and had to do with the wind that have allowed the Tigers to get runners on base and score runs. So now batting is right fielder Braden Gostisha. First pitch is outside for a ball. Ender checking Villegas at second, and the pitch outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Ender continuing to check Villegas at second, and pitches just too far inside for a ball. Hippos really wanted that call again. Some unfavorable calls so far for the Hippos. A lot of borderline calls that have not gone the Hippos' way so far. And the pitch, high for a 4-pitch walk. Hippos head coach Justin Elmore going out for a meeting and bring the whole infield in for this one. And so three hits so far in the inning for the Tigers. 2 walks, and a sack has led.
For the Tigers, your first baseman, Michael Pazak.
Has given the Tigers their 3-run lead in the bottom of the second. And first pitch to Bazak gets him swinging. So meeting just to calm Ender down. A little review on the scouting report to Bazak of how to get him out maybe. And the pitch curves just out for a ball. Ender taking his time now, getting his signs from Hall. Checking Villegas at second. And the pitch high, gets away from Hall. Runners are going to advance to second and third. No throw from Hall. Good move. So Villegas will advance to third. And Gostisha on to second on the passed ball. And the pitch from Ender. It hits that outside corner this time for a ball, for a strike. 1-2 count. I have on the scoreboard a 2-2 count. Swinging, lined into center field. We're going to drop in front of center fielder. Going to throw it home. We're going to score 1 run. It gets past the catcher. Ender covers home, but it's going to get both runs in. So a 2-run double.
Now batting for the Tigers, your center fielder, Kate Crawford.
And now batting is Cade Crawford for the 9th batter for the Tigers in this inning. And the pitch. In for the strike. Ender checks runner at second, and Crawford swings, fouls it back. 0-2 count to Crawford. Bazak at second. Ender checking Bazak. And the pitch is in high for a ball. Does a little pickoff move, but doesn't throw to second. Gets Bazak to run back to second, keeping him close. Ender checks Bazak again, and the pitch. And for the strike to end the inning on a called third strike.
One stranded, but 5 across for your Tigers. They go on top here in the bottom of the second.
So Tigers plate 5 runs in the bottom of the second to make it 5-0. 4 hits, 1 left on base. They batted around in that. They sent 9 men to the plate in that inning. So we're heading to the top of the third. Peyton Owen, starting pitcher, back on the mound for the Tigers, pitching with a nice comfort lead now. He's been in control so far in this game. Some more MLB scores. Reds and Pirates. Reds lead the Pirates 14-0 in the top of the 7th. At the end of the 5th, the Marlins winning against the St. Louis Cardinals 2-0. In the bottom of the 5th, the Mets lead the Phillies 2-1. Top of the 5th, the Rays, after getting blown out by the Red Sox for their first win last night, Rays are now leading the Red Sox 2-1 in the top of the 5th. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Brewers lead the Cubs 3-0. Brewers have had a rough start to their season. And then yet to play, we have Diamondbacks and Rockies, Dodgers and Athletics, White Sox and Mariners. And then a final in extra innings in 10 innings. Tigers defeated the Twins 4-3. A.J. Hinch doing a nice job so far, leading the Tigers to a 3-2 start of this season. A very young team. Man, I tell you what, they got a superstar young player. First pitch he ever saw in his major league career, taken in the Rule 5 draft this year, swinging for a massive home run. So first MLB pitch ever seen, first hit, first home run, all on one pitch. So leading off for the Hippos in the top of the 3rd is left fielder Chris Gadesick. The pitch from Owen is Gadesick tries to bunt, called for a strike. Owen working a little slower now, and a curveball, way outside though. 1-1 count. Owen has a very nice curveball. And the pitch from Owen and curves, gets that outside corner for a strike. 1-2 count to Gadesick. And the pitch, swinging, line into center field. Owen, just out of the reach of Owen's glove on that little comebacker. And Gadesick with a single to lead off the inning.
Right fielder number 9, Luke Nash.
Now batting for the Hippos is back to the top of the order, right fielder Luke Nash. And the pitch. First pitch swing by Nash, chopped to the shortstop. Brandon Creek throws over to first baseman Michael Bazak, but Nash gets credited with the fielder's choice to advance Gadesick over to second. So Hippos get a runner in scoring position.
Cantwell.
1 out in the inning. Now batting is Caleb Cantwell for the Hippos. First pitch is in, but swinging. Going to get caught up in that wind, but left fielder Lucas Maureen tracks that perfectly. Gets right under it for an easy out. Hippos are giving.
Number 7, Garrett Bowen.
Hippos are giving the Tigers some easy outs. A lot of first pitch swingings that have made contact that have been outs. And now batting is third baseman Garrett Boehm. A curveball and a nasty curveball hits that inside corner once again for the strike. 0-1 count. Owen checks Gatesick at second and swinging. Fouled into that left field corner. 0-2 count to Boehm. Gatesick, speedy. Can never count him out trying to steal a base, but at this point, Hippos cannot give the Tigers any easier outs. They got to try and get Owen's pitch count up, or else it might be a longer night. Pitches outside because Owens is pitching one heck of a ball game. The pitch from Owen is in curveball. Swinging is Boehm. Fouled out of the stadium. Boehm is showing off that power on these last couple swings. Driven them far, just foul. One-two count. Coming to Boehm, down in the dirt. Owen sets to Boehm. Swinging is Boehm, gonna chop just past the first baseman Bazak. And Gatesick comes around, scores. And Boehm goes to second. So a little infield Kaipa double just barely got past the first baseman Michael Bazak's glove. Second baseman Ivan Villegas tried to back him up, come over. He couldn't grab it, and then it got way past both of them and allowed Gatesick to score and Boehm to get to second. Really on a kind of a throwing error to home plate, so. First, now batting is Andrew Ender, the pitcher. First pitch to him is a ball. 5-1 game now. And the pitch. Chopped down again, out of the reach of Owen. Second baseman Ivan Villegas misfields that again. Just hits the bottom of his glove, and that's going to allow Ender to reach. Boehm will advance to third. I think Ender is going to get credited with a single. And courtesy running for Ender, since he is the pitcher, is number
12 up to bat, Carson Babb.
Kind of looks like number 3 for the Hippos. Or number 23 maybe. Hard to tell from here. Not sure who is running for Ender. Throw over. And now batting for the Hippos is Carson Babb. Cannot get a clear view of that number. First. And that's going to hit Babb in the foot. Thought it was a wild pitch. So whoever's running for Ender advances to second. Bab will get to first on a hit by pitch. Meeting at the mound with the Tigers infield. Head coach. Bases loaded for the Hippos. 2 outs. Hall is up to bat. Hippos really need to capitalize on this chance right here.
Batting now, number 6, Sander Hall.
Owen slowing down a bit. And the windup and the pitch. Swinging. First pitch swinging. Misplayed by shortstop Brandon Creek. And it's going to bounce away from him. And that is definitely going to be an error. And that will score Bame from third base. Advance the courtesy runner for Ender to third. Bab to first. And Hall and now batting for the Hippos is center fielder number 21, Caden Matoka. (5-2) ball game now. The pitch from Owen is just outside for a ball. Owen was sitting for a while. That was a long half inning in the bottom of the second, so arm got a little cool. Owen fakes a throw over to first. Makes Hall dive back in. Oh, yeah, that should be a balk. Hippos are calling for a balk because he had to throw the ball on that. But umpires don't call it. Pitch swinging, chopped down. Fielded by Owen. Going to throw over to first baseman Michael Bazak. Hippo fans are not happy that there was not a balk on that. So Hippos scored 2 runs on 3 hits, a hit by pitch, and a runner reaching on an error. Maybe even 2 errors in that inning. Hippos had a hit in the first inning. So 2 errors in the inning for the Tigers. As we head to the bottom of the third. In a quick half inning. And
coming to the plate for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third.
Leading off for the Tigers is going to be the catcher, Perry Raines. Led off last inning in that 5-run inning for the Tigers. Ender is still out on the mound for the Hippos. And the pitch. In just high for a ball. Next pitch is swinging to center field. Center fielder Caden Matoka has to come in, make that play. Kind of tailed away from him due to the wind, but able to stay with it. So good start to the inning for Ender.
Now batting for the
1
Tigers,
pitch,
third baseman,
2 pitches, 1 out. And now batting for the Tigers is Alex Landeverd. Pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0 count. Next pitch is in for a strike. 1-1 count to Landeverd. Next pitch is just low, it looks like. And they're working quick again. Next pitch is swinging. Was a 2-1 pitch. And popped up to center, shortstop. Grayson Doggett makes that what's a tough play due to the wind look easy. 2 quick outs for Ender. And now batting is left fielder Lucas Maureen. And the pitch. Swinging right through that for the strike. Next pitch is lined foul down the right field line and out of the stadium. And the pitch from Ender is in. Strikeout. Got Maureen looking on a pitch on the outside edge of the plate. A 1-2-3 inning for the Hippos and Ender. Exactly what he needed and the Hippos needed to get back in this game after cutting the lead from 5-0 to 5-2 last half inning. And we've reached the end of the third inning. Tigers lead the Hippos 5-3. And at the end of the third, in the bottom of the third, the Rangers lead the Blue Jays 3-1. Nate Lowe hit a 2-run home run to have in a matter of 5 games, he has 12 RBIs. That is really a phenomenal. He leads the MLB in RBIs. Yankees still lead the Orioles 3-0. Marlins and Cardinals are tied 2-2. Mets still lead the Phillies 2-1. Rays and Red Sox, the Rays still lead 2-1. Brewers extended their lead 4-0 against the Cubs. Let's check on some Texas college baseball. And maybe some nationally ranked teams, too. Ooh, number 7 Louisville is getting beat 10-5 in the top of the 6th by their in-state rival, Kentucky. Texas leads Texas A&M Corpus Christi 3-2. Texas ranked number 4 in the country. And
14, Grayson Doggett.
now batting for the Hippos leading off is going to be shortstop number 14, Grayson Doggett. Owen still on the mound for the Tigers. Pitch curves in a little low on the inside corner for a strike. Another curveball curves in on that inside corner for a strike. Hippos really don't look like they have too much to answer for in that curveball. Another curveball, Doggett just gets a piece of it. Fouled it back to the Tigers dugout. And Owen winds up, and the pitch. Swinging, another curveball. 4 straight curveballs. Just gets under Doggett. Doggett swing just over it as it dropped out of the zone for a strike. Now batting is Chris Gadesick. Led off last inning, gave the Hippos a 2-run rally. Started with a single. Kamer ended up coming around to score. First pitch in from Owen. Swinging foul just on the outside of the third base bag for a foul ball. 0-1 count. Owen is set. And he winds up and pitches. Looks like maybe a curveball. Gatesick gets a piece of it, grounds it to second baseman Ivan Villegas. Throws over to first baseman Michael Bazak for the out.
Top of the lineup, number 9, Luke Nash.
And back to the top of the order for the Hippos. Right fielder Luke Nash. Owen is set, and the windup, the pitch, and for a strike. Hippos are almost frozen. And the pitch from Owen, another curveball, a nasty curveball. Looks like it dropped right in that zone, but called for a ball. 1-1 count. And another curveball got Nash swinging. Owen really trusts his curveball and throwing it a lot tonight. 1-2 count to Nash. Got a nice hit into center field for a single. And now batting,
Bat
number
second
2,
base,
Caleb Cantwell. And first pitch to Cantwell gets away and allows Nash to advance to second. Advances to second on a passed ball. 1-0 count, I believe, to Cantwell. Pitch from Owen is down. 2-0 count. And the pitch. Curves. Hits that inside corner. 2-1 count to Cantwell. Nash in scoring position. And the pitch. Solid swing. Driven over. Going to get to the fence over the left fielder's head. Cantwell's going to head for 3. And he's going to slide in with a triple. Scoring Luke Nash. Cantwell with a nice contact hit. Gets over the left fielder
Now batting
Lucas
third base,
Maureen's head.
number 7,
Goes all the way to the
Garrett
fence and allows Cantwell to get a triple and Nash to score. And now batting is Garrett Boehm for the Hippos. And the pitch. Another solid contact, but it's going to be right to right fielder Braden Gostisha. 2 in the inning. So, Hippos plate 1 run, cut the lead 5-3. And we have reached the middle of the 4th inning. Going to continue to keep it here. Leading off, coming up to lead off for the Tigers is going to be designated hitter Cameron Cook, who last time up hit a triple and ended up coming around and score. Some more college baseball scores. Texas A&M and Sam Houston State are tied at 5 in the bottom of the 4th. Number 2, Arkansas leads Arkansas Little Rock 4-0. Number 1, Vanderbilt is currently losing in the top of the 6th to UT Martin 4-3. UT Arlington leads Baylor 6-1. Speaking of Baylor, they absolutely crushed Gonzaga last night in the men's basketball national championship game. Baylor winning their first ever national championship in program history. First time they reached the Final Four in 73 years, so they did it in fashion. Speaking of Nate Lowe being an RBI machine, he has hit another 2-run home run in the game tonight against the Blue Jays. And leading off to start the bottom of the fourth for the Tigers is designated hitter Cameron Cook. Ender still on the mound. He's settled in the last inning. And check swing fouled back right in front of me. Oh, 1 count. The pitch from Ender. Down at the knees, just a bit outside for ball. 1-1 count. Next pitch, swinging, but just foul. Probably a little bit of a check swing. Didn't quite see it, and you're working so fast. 1-2 count. One-two pitch coming from Ender. And the pitch, swinging, going to be a fly ball to left field, and Chris Gatesick reels that in. No problem with the wind at this time.
At number 2, shortstop, Brandon Creek.
And back to the top of the order for the Tigers is shortstop, Brandon Creek. So far, he is 0 for 1. Fly out to center field, and last time up with a sac bunt. First pitch is swinging. Fouled. Just over the net. For a strike. Another solid contact. Driven foul. 0-2 count. Umpire holding Ender, allowing Creek to set. I think Stony Point coach may have called a little bit of offensive timeout, which allows catcher Xander Hall and Andrew Ender to have a little meeting at the mound. Creek steps into the box, and Ender is ready to go. In the way outside. 1-2 count now. And the pitch. Swinging for the strikeout. Got him on a high fastball. Hippos showing fight the last 2 innings. On the defensive side and offensive side.
Number 7, second baseman, Ivan Villegas.
Pitch is down and away for a ball to Villegas. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 2-0 count. And the pitch popped straight up. Shortstop Grayson Doggett is going to call that off for the final out of the inning. And we have reached the end of the 4th inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Ender, back-to-back 1-2-3 inning for the Hippos and Andrew Ender. And we are headed to the top of the 5th in a 5-3 ball game. Hippos have shown offensive life. No runners left on base. And Fernando Tatis, big news coming from the Padres, placed on the 10-day IL with a left shoulder inflammation. Got injured last night on his backswing, the same shoulder that he injured in spring training. But didn't seem at that point to bother him too much. But last night on his swing, he went immediately down and clenched that arm and shoulder. Immediately walked off the field with the trainer into the clubhouse. And not good news coming out of San Diego, but Padres have so much depth that as long as they keep their heads high and don't think that they've lost everything, since Tatis is going to be out for a little while, at least 10 days,
Batting number 13, Andrew Ender.
that as long as they keep their heads high, it's going to be a loss for sure, but Padres can make it through. And leading off for the Hippos is going to be pitcher Andrew Ender. Pitch is in. First pitch swinging. Fouled back. 0-1 count. Still pitching for the Tigers is number 9, Peyton Owen. And his curveball again gets in on that inside corner. 0-2 count. Pitch curveball again. Doesn't curve in and get in the zone just quite. Just outside for 1-2 for a ball to make it a 1-2 count. And Owen working quickly again. Drops out of the zone. Just Ender barely able to get a piece of that to keep the at-bat alive. Thought it was a dropped third strike. Owen is set, ready to go. And he winds up, and curveball is high. Two-two count to Ender. Pitcher against pitcher. And the pitch. High again. At the head of Ender. Ender had to back out of the way. Full count. Owen can take control of the at-bat right here. Pitch right in the zone. Line to center field. And center fielder Cade Crawford is going to make a backwards diving catch for the out. A nice play by center fielder Cade Crawford. If that would have gotten over his head, that maybe probably would have been at least a triple, a possible inside the park home run. And now batting for the Hippos is first baseman Carson Babb. First pitch line to second baseman Ivan Villegas fields it on the hop. Throws over to first baseman Michael Bazak for the out.
Batting number 6, catcher Xander Hall.
And now batting is catcher Xander Hall for the Hippos. 2 outs in the inning. Hall steps in the plate, up to the plate. And Owen ready to go. And the pitch. Curveball once again. Outside for a ball. And the pitch. Popped straight up. And catcher Perry Raines slides just out of the reach of his glove. 1-1 count to Hall. Pitch line back up the middle. Going to get into center field. Cade Crawford's going to get that back in. Hall with a single, 2-out single.
Now batting center fielder number 21, Cade Matosha.
Now batting is center fielder Cade Matoka. And the pitch, and Hall was running, got in there before the throw, but slid off the bag, and second baseman Ivan Villegas' tag was right there at that point. So we've reached the middle of the fifth. Tigers still lead 5-3. And leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the fifth is going to be right fielder Braden Gostisha. Welcome back to Tiger Diamond at Stony Point High School in Round Rock, Texas. Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the fifth is going to be right fielder Braden Gostisha. Last name's a little bit hard to say. First pitch is outside for a ball. Next pitch is swinging, fouled out of the stadium again. 1-1 count. Hippos bent dugout telling Ender to slow down a bit. And the pitch from Ender is in for a ball. Pitch is swinging, grounded to second baseman Caleb Cantwell, thrown over to first baseman Carson Babb for the out.
Now batting number 5, Michael Pizak.
And now batting is first baseman number 5, Michael Pazak. I've been saying Bazak all night. It's Pazak. And the pitch, first pitch is in, just at inside corner for a strike. Next pitch quickly again. Nice curve, but curves out. 1-1 count. And the pitch. High for a ball. Ender's wearing some type of chain necklace. Tigers maybe heckling him a little bit, saying chain's bothering them. Next pitch is down. Hall tried to frame that. Ender heard that, their little heckling thing. Put it in his shirt, gave a thumbs up, and then pitched. So Ender really not phased right now. 3-1 count coming to Pazak. And the pitch. In for a strike. Full count. And the pitch. Swinging. Caleb Cantwell's going to run over. Throw it to first base for the out. A nice play by second baseman Caleb Cantwell. That ball looked like it was going to get into right field, just be out of the reach of Caleb Cantwell. He's able to make that play. His hat flies off in the wind. So some defensive gems by both the Tigers outfielder and Caleb Cantwell on the Hippos. And coming up to bat is center fielder Cade Crawford. First pitch is in for a ball. 1-0 count, and the next ender working fast again, just outside again. 2-0 count. And the pitch. In for the strike this time. Line straight to third baseman Garrett Bame. A hard hit ball again, and Bame snags that. To end. That will set the Tigers down in order for a 1-2-3 inning again for Ender. Since that fifth inning, that 5-run second inning for the Tigers, Ender has settled in, pitched a magnificent ball game since then, and we have reached the end of the fifth inning. Tigers still lead the Hippos 5-3 as we head to the top of the sixth. Some beautiful defensive plays by both the Tigers and the Hippos. Let me explain that play that Matoka made because the camera didn't get in. I just kind of stumbled over my words a bit. That ball was hit kind of hard, but a little bit kind of had some backspin, it looked like, on it. Looked like Cantwell was way over near second base and is a typical second base spot. That ball was got right past the first baseman. Matoka Cantwell runs full speed out, lays his glove out and arm out, grabs it, spins. He's basically right behind the first baseman, Carson Babb, at that point, throws it and gets the runner, Michael Pazak, out and falls down while he's making that play. And so we've had back-to-back half innings where both teams are making some spectacular defensive plays, showing their gloves off, possibly keeping this game at the 5-3 score that it is. So both defenses doing a great job helping out their pitchers. So as we get ready to start the top of the sixth, Hippos need 2 runs in this inning and by next inning to be able to try and have a chance to win this game. They are definitely not out of it. And Owen still on the mound for the Tigers. And the pitch to Matoka is going to, first pitch swinging, gets under the glove of third baseman Alex Landeverd. And that is going to be ruled a hit. First pitch trying to bunt is Doggett to get Matoka over to second. Doggett swinging, gonna get down in left field. Matoka was already running. He's going to round second, run into second baseman, I believe, but gets into third, and Grayson Doggett is going to have a double.
Now batting.
So Hippos in business. meeting at the mound for the Tigers. We have Caden Matoka at first base. He was running, but he had to pause for a minute to make sure it wasn't going to be caught by right fielder Braden Gostisha. And Tigers are going to make a pitching change. Owen is going to come out, allowing 3 runs, 7 hits, where he's responsible for the 2 runners on base. I don't know his season stats, but that curveball is mighty fantastic for Owen. And so now pitching is going to be number 32. Let me get that up. Number 32 is Isaiah Hill.
Pitcher change for the Tigers. Number 33, Cam Waters.
Number 33, excuse me.
It's going to be Camden Waters. Coming up to bat for the Hippos is going to be left fielder Chris Gadesick. One last meeting between the catcher Perry Raines and new pitcher Camden Waters for the Tigers. Just a quick little chat and ready to play ball again. No outs for Gadesick. Runners on second and third. It's the tying run, and the lead run is at the plate. First pitch is outside for a ball. Pitch from Waters is outside. 2-0 count. Waters taking his time, getting his signs, sets, and the pitch. Swinging, chopped to second base, and he's going to be safe. Gadesick's going to be safe at first and drive in Matoka. And I believe that should be an error on second baseman
Top of the lineup.
Ivan Villegas.
Right fielder, number 9, Luke Nash.
Waters checking Gadesick at first because he's this fast runner, and he's running to second. First pitch swinging by Nash, and Doggett would have probably come home had he thrown that to second, but catcher Perry Raines makes a smart move, does not throw, and looks Doggett back to third. Nash is up to bat. 0-1 count. Next pitch, swinging way out in front of that. Looks like Waters is slowing down at the pitching a bit. Throwing maybe some nice change-ups. And the curves outside. Can't cut that inside corner for a ball. 1-2 count to Nash. And the pitch. Swinging line straight to second baseman Ivan Villegas.
Now batting second baseman, number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
And now batting. It's the first out of the inning, and now batting is Caleb Cantwell. Made that nice defensive play last half inning. Waters sets. And the pitch. In for the strike. 0-1 count. And the pitch. Out, just outside for a ball. 1-1 count to Cantwell. The pitch from Waters. Down low. Just gets under the third baseman's glove and to right field, left field. And left fielder Lucas Maureen gets it in time to keep.
Now bat third baseman number 7, Garrett Boyne.
That kept Gatesick at third. That would be a hard hit single for Cantwell. And now batting is Bame for the Hippos. Definitely not really the guy, if you're the Tigers, that you want up in this situation. Runners on the corners. And they are going to intentionally walk Bame to load the bases. To get back to Andrew Ender, the pitcher. So 1 out. Bases loaded for the Hippos. Andrew Ender up to bat. We'll see if that move works in favor for the Tigers. And the pitch. And first pitch swinging. Fouled. Down the first base line. Out of play. A ground ball could end this inning. Tied ball game at 5-5. Waters pitches. Just outside, but had that been caught that corner, that would have been a strike as it was right at the belt. 1-1 count. And the pitch. Swinging, got curved down and out for a strike. 1-2 count to Ender. Bases loaded for the Hippos. Gatesick at third. Cantwell at second and Bame at first. And the pitch. Swinging right back to the pitcher. Going to throw home and throw over to first for the double play. An unconventional double play, but the intentional walk to Garrett Bame works in favor of the Tigers, but not before the Hippos plate 2 runs to tie the game 5-5, heading to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Hutto Hippos Baseball on the SHN Sports Network. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the Tiger Diamond at Stony Point High School. New pitcher for the Hippos is number 7, Garrett Bame. It's going to be interesting. I've never seen him pitch. Typically he plays either first or third base, sometimes DHs, but Justin Elmore substitutes him in to pitch. We'll see who takes over at third base. It's going to be Andrew Ender.
Now batting number 3, Perry Raines, the catcher.
And first pitch from Bame is in, but outside for a ball. To Perry Raines is batting. One and one count. And the pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 count. Pitch from Bame is on that outside corner for a strike. 2-2 count. And the pitch on that just outside. Thought he got that outside corner. Full count. And the pitch gets that outside corner, called for a third strike.
Now batting number 11, your third baseman, Alex Landaverde.
First pitch swinging, fouled back. 0-1 count. Bame throwing some heat so far. Next pitch is in. Fouled. Down the first base line. Out of the stadium. 0-2 count. Next pitch is in. Swinging for the strikeout. He got Alex Landaverde. Swinging on a nice fastball. And now batting is left fielder Lucas Morin. First pitch is down and out for a ball. And the next pitch is high and inside. Ball 2. And the pitch is down in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Xander Hall, no harm done. No one's on base. 3-0 count. .30 pitch coming. High and inside for a 4-pitch walk. And now batting is designated hitter. Number 23, Cameron Cook. So far he has a triple, came around and scored, and a fly out to the center field. Runner on first. And the pitch to Cook is in for the strike. A 1 count. Bame sets. And the pitch. Swinging strike. Bame showing off the heat. And the pitch from Bame, runner going to second. First call, swinging third strike.
So Bame has 3 strikeouts in the inning, 2 swinging, 1 looking, and walks 1 to end the 6th inning with a tied ball game, 5-5. And leading off for the Hippos to start the top of the 7th is going to be first baseman number 12, Carson Babb. First pitch in was a ball. Next pitch is swinging, popped up, but Wynn tailing it away and going to be caught by left fielder Lucas Maureen for the out.
Catcher, number 6, Xander Hall.
District final from District 25, 6A. The Round Rock Dragons defeat the McNeil Mavericks 15-3. First pitch into Hall is called for a strike. Next pitch is drops out of the zone. Got Hall to swing on that. 0-2 count. And the pitch just inside for a ball. Tigers fans, players, coaches wanted that. Be the called third strike. 1-2 count. Waters sets. And the pitch. High, fouled straight back. 1-2 count. Waters sets. And the pitch. Swinging strike. That was gets Hall to strike out on a sweeping curve just out of the zone. And now up to bat for the Hippos is center fielder Cade Matoka. Last time up, he singled and came around to score. And the pitch is in for a strike at the knees. And the pitch is in line, straight back to the pitcher, off of his glove. Third baseman picks it up, and somehow third baseman Alex Landervade picks it up and just beats the runner, Matoka, and that is going to end the top of the 7th. So Matoka grounds out in another fantastic defensive play. And we have reached the middle of the 7th. Tigers looking to win it in this frame. Back on the mound is Garrett Bame for the Hippos. And leading off for the Tigers is going to be leadoff hitter, shortstop, Brandon Creek. So they are sending some of their best hitters up to the plate. Creek so far, though, is 0 for 2. A fly out to center field, a sac bunt, and a strikeout. Texas leads Texas A&M Corpus Christi 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sam Houston State leads Texas A&M 7-5 in the bottom of the 6th. Vanderbilt, number 1 in the country, has overtaken UT Martin 5-4 in the top of the 8th. Baylor and Texas UT Arlington tied 6-6. Baylor has come back from that in the top of the 7th. And up to bat to start the bottom of the 7th. Tigers looking to win it here is shortstop, number 2, Brandon Creek. And the pitch is in just outside for a ball. And the pitch from Bame is in, swinging. Going to be lined to center fielder Cade Matoka for the out.
Now bat number 7, Ivan Villegas, second baseman.
And now batting for the Dragons is second baseman Ivan Villegas, and the first pitch to him was a ball. 1-0 count. Next pitch is in for the strike. And the pitch fouled. 1-2 count. Bame set, ready to go. Villegas steps in, and Bame with the windup. And the pitch swinging for the strikeout. Pitch again just dropped out from underneath the bat. Seeing that a ton tonight. Hitters swing right over the ball as it just drops right as the bat is going through the zone. And now batting is right fielder Braden Gostisha, and the first pitch to him is a ball. Next pitch is swinging strike. Bame really showing off the heat. Think maybe the Hippos only use Bame to pitch whenever they're in a really tight game like this, possibly. Throw off that heat. Next pitch gets him swinging strike. 1-2 on a fastball on the outside corner of the plate. Getting the batters to swing right after the pitch. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Down right at the knees, but called for a ball. 2-2 count to Gostisha.
Pitch from Bame. Hits that outside corner for the strikeout.
Bame has seen 7 batters, and he struck out 5 of them. He's allowed 0 hits, walked 1. And Bame putting on a performance on the mound.
Bottom of the 7, 5-5.
And we will be heading to the top of the 8th inning. Extra innings, tied with at a 5-5 ball game. And leading off is going to be, for the Hippos, is going to be shortstop Grayson Doggett. Hippos look to try and get at least a run here to break the tie and try and hopefully win it in the bottom of the 8th. TCU, ranked number 10, defeated Tarleton State 13-9. Still on the mound for the Tigers is number 33, Camden Waters. Check some MLB scores again. Yankees defeated the Orioles 7-2. Rangers whooping up on the Blue Jays tonight 6-1. Primarily 4 of those runs have came from Nate Lowe, hitting 2 two-run home runs. Take his season total of RBIs already up to 14. Cardinals are beating the Marlins 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th.
Grayson Doggett.
Doggett steps up to the plate to get this top of the 8th extra innings underway. Both teams really need this win. Tigers, I believe, in like 6th place. Hippos in 7th place in the division district. Next pitch is down and out. First pitch was a bunt strike. Missed the bunt. Or pulled back, but it was in the strike zone still. So 1-1 count. Both teams need this win to be able to hopefully stay in the playoff race, really. Next pitch is in at the right above the knees for a strike. 1-2 count. Hippos really would love this win because they've had 3 back-to-back-to-back tough games. Pitches high and inside. Grayson had to lift his arms out of the way to avoid being hit. 2-2 count to Doggett. And the pitch from Waters is in, down in the dirt. Full count to Doggett. And Waters sets and pitches inside. Doggett draws a walk after getting down 1-1 after getting down early in the count. He draws that at bat out and draws a walk. And now batting is left fielder Chris Gatesick. Doggett looking like he might want to steal, and he does. He takes off for second. Gatesick swinging. Gonna drop in front of the right fielder, Braden Gostisha, and it didn't get quite deep enough to allow Doggett to advance to third, but Doggett is now in scoring position at second base. Gatesick with a single. No outs. Runners at first and second. And now batting is Luke Nash for the Hippos, back to the top of the order. First pitch is in. Nash looking to bunt. He went around, so for a strike. Trying to get that sack bunt to get Doggett and Gatesick hopefully to both be able to advance. Doggett jumped like he was going to steal. Waters was watching, turn around. Doggett able to get back to the bag. 0-1 count to Nash.
Waters checks the runner, checks Doggett at second. Nash bunting again, gets it down, perfect spot. Throws over to first base. He's out, but he does what he was supposed to do. He gets Doggett over to third and Gatesick over to second with the sack bunt.
Now batting second baseman number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
And now batting is Caleb Cantwell. Last time up, he had a single. What the Tigers don't want to do, they do not want to allow a run here and then have Bame up to bat. Well, I would assume they would then probably intentionally walk Bame again. First pitch into Cantwell just hits that out inside corner. Thought it was probably a ball, but called as a strike. And the pitch. Swinging, popped straight up. And caught by catcher Perry Raines. For the second out of the inning. And what the Hippos can't do here, yes, Bame is up, most powerful hitter for the Hippos, who's now the pitcher, but they cannot not get a run here, especially if they're pitching to Bame. It's going to be hard to do, but what Hippos would love here is Bame to just rocket a ball over the wall for a 3-run home run, but all they need Bame to do right here is find a gap and allow a run to score. First pitch is outside for a ball. They might kind of intentionally walk Bame, kind of pitch away from him, but if he swings and they manage to get an out of it, it might be their plan to Bame. The pitch into Bame. Swinging, gonna be foul. That would have, if that was fair, that would have been crushing to the Tigers. That would have scored both runs. Just got into foul territory down the left field line, third base line. 1-1 count to Bame. Pitch from Waters is in, just outside. 2-1 count to Bame. Waters getting his signs from his catcher, Raines. Waters sets, the windup, and the pitch. Inside, almost hits Bame. 3-1 count. Bame is 2 for 3 with an intentional walk, and they're going to finish the intentional walk to Bame.
Now bat number 13, Andrew Ender.
They got down 3-1. They figured might as well just go ahead and put him on without throwing another pitch. So bases are loaded for the Hippos. Ender, last time up, was in the same situation. Bases loaded, but grounded into a 1-2-3 double play. Line back to the pitcher, dropped it, threw it, got the runner at first, and threw over to first and got himself out. So Ender, love to avenge that. Grounded to third base, and Hippos are not going to get a run out of that. And Hippos had a great chance to score at least one run. And they're going to end up getting no runs out of that. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Tigers is going to be Michael Pazak, and Bame is still going to be on the mound for the Tigers. A very good game here tonight. Other than that bottom of the second inning, the Hippos pitching really has kept the Tigers offense in check. Tigers believe that they can win this game. Their pitching has been very well, other than these couple really long innings that have worn their pitchers down. They've only used 2 pitchers tonight, if we get through this bottom of the 8th, it'll be interesting to see if they keep Waters in or if they go to another new pitcher, because they Hippos have really teed off of him since they put him in the top of the 5th. But Hippos need to get through this half inning without allowing a run. Tigers looking to walk it off again, and leading off for the Tigers is first baseman number 5, Michael Pazak. And the pitch from Bame is heat in again for the strike. Nothing but fire from Bame. Fouled back. If I had I'd love to have a radar gun to know what he is throwing right now. But he is throwing some heat. The throw back to Bame from the catcher. Xander Hall got away, so take a second to regroup. And pitch was away. Got it. Looked like probably a really nasty curve, and got Pazak to swing and miss.
Now batting center fielder number 4, Kay Crawford.
8 batters faced, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And now batting is going to be center fielder Cade Crawford. Not sure what the confusion is about some baseballs, but seems like it's taking a long time to get baseballs back into play. And the first pitch is ball, outside for a ball to Crawford. Pitch is in, fouled back, 1-1. The pitch from Bame is in on that outside corner, but just outside for a ball. And the pitch from Bame is in. Grounded to second baseman Caleb Cantwell, thrown over to first baseman Carson Babb for the out.
Now batting number 3, catcher Perry Raines.
And now batting is catcher Perry Raines. So far he is 1 for 3. A single with a stolen base, ended up coming around to score in that second inning. Then he has a fly out to center field and a strikeout looking. First pitch and is a ball to Raines. And the pitch out just on that outside corner. I thought it was a ball, called for a strike. 1-1 count to Raines. Bame with the pitch. Just high and outside for a 2-1 count. And the pitch from Bame, fouled back, 2-2 count. And the pitch from Bame is in, fouled straight back. Raines just able to get enough of that pitch. Bame winds up. And the pitch. Grounded back to Bame. He's going to run it over to first base, toss it over to Babb for the third out of the inning.
Tigers still tied at 5-5, going extra innings.
And we have reached the end of the eighth. Heading to the top of the ninth. Bame, since coming into pitch in the bottom of the sixth, he's faced 10 batters, one more than the minimum, walked one, struck out 6, and has been completely dominant. Tigers have had nothing going. The only bat that he didn't have the best stuff was that 4-pitch walk. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Blue Jays have scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th to make it 6-3 against the Rangers. Leading off for the Hippos is going to be Carson Babb. Don't see a pitcher out yet for the Tigers. Be interesting to see who they put out. It is going to be still number 33, Camden Waters, just waiting for his catcher, Perry Raines, to get his gear on. And they go out for the top of the 9th. You're listening to Hutto Hippos baseball on the SHN Sports Network. Welcome back to Tiger Diamond at Stony Point High School in Round Rock, Texas, as we get ready to start the top of the 9th inning.
Now batting first baseman, number 12, Carson Babb.
And leading off for the Hippos is Carson Babb. And the first pitch to him is outside for a ball. Next pitch is swinging. Going to get to second baseman, runs over to his left. Throws over to first baseman Michael Pazak for the first out of the inning.
Batting number 6, catcher, Xander Hall.
Now batting is catcher number 6, Xander Hall. Waters sets, and the pitch inside for a ball. Waters gets his signs, sets, and the pitch to Hall, swinging, lined, just drops in front of center fielder Cade Crawford. He drops it momentarily, able to recover, get over to it quickly to avoid Hall from getting to advance. And there's going to be a pinch runner, I believe, for Hall. Typically there's a courtesy runner, but they haven't had that all night. Throw over to first base. Gets back in time. Looks like it's number 4. I think that is Jeremy Garcia. And pitch into number 21, Cade Matoka, is a ball. 1-0 count. Next pitch is down in the dirt. Catcher Perry Raines getting signs from the dugout of what to do. Two-0 count. Pitch is in, just outside for a ball. Nice job by Matoka, really laying off those really close borderline pitches. Quickly throws over to first base. His pitcher, Camden Waters. I believe it's Jeremy Garcia on first base. And the pitch. Down in the dirt for a walk. 4-pitch walk. So, this time there's 1 out in the inning. Hippos have 2 runners on. Last inning they got 2 runners on with no outs. Now batting is Grayson Doggett. Last inning had led off with a single and advanced to third. He was stranded at third base. So, runner at first and second for Doggett. Umpire telling guy at first, Caden Matoka, something. And the first pitch to Doggett is fouled back over the net for a strike. Waters sets. Hippos dugout is lively. 0-1 count to Doggett. Just that inside corner for a strike, excuse me. 0-2 count. The pitch from Waters is just outside on the outside edge for a ball. Tigers wanted that one to be a strike. That would have been the strikeout. 1-2 count coming to Doggett. Waters checks the runner at second. Swinging strike on a pitch right down the middle. Slowed that pitch down. Looked like a changeup for the strikeout.
Batting left fielder number 24, Chris Gates.
Now batting is left fielder Chris Gadesick. First pitch to him is high and inside for a ball. One-0 count to Gadesick. Did a little pitch out trying to get the runner at second, but no throw to second. Pickoff attempt at second base. Gets back in time, just in time. That was almost an out. 1-0 count to Gadesick. Last time up, last inning, Gadesick had a single. It ended up going to second, being stranded at second. And the pitch to Gadesick. Inside, just barely for this ball. Hippos fans dugout getting into this game now. This game has you on the edge of your seat. And the pitch from Waters. Lined. It's gonna get down. The center fielder is not able to corral it. Run scores. Number 4, Jeremy Garcia scores in the Hippos. No, he caught that. He laid out and caught that. Oh my gosh, what I saw flying that was white. What everyone thought, Hippos fans and dugout thought, that it was ended up hitting his hat. Somehow he laid out and made that catch. Oh my gracious, what another defensive gem by center fielder Cade Crawford. I think everyone, including Stony Point players and fans at the beginning, thought that was a drop, that he dropped that. So we've reached the middle of the 9th inning. And game is still tied at 5.
Now bat number 11, third baseman, Alex Landaverde.
And first pitch to Landaverde is a ball. And second pitch is swinging. Popped up to second baseman Caleb Cantwell. Had to call off right fielder.
Number 25, left fielder Lucas Morin.
And first pitch to Maureen is a strike. Grounded to second baseman Caleb Cantwell. Thrown over to first baseman Carson Babb for the out. And now batting is Cameron Cook. And bunting, popped straight up. Bame runs over, grabs it, runs straight into the dugout. That will end the bottom of the 9th, and I believe we're going to go to 10. I don't know if we do that far. I think since it's district, there's no ties, so I think we play. This is crazy. Ran out of room on my score sheet. So, leading off for the Hippos is going to be Luke Nash. Welcome back to Tiger Diamond at Stony Point High School. Top of the 10th inning coming along here.
Now batting, top of the lineup, right fielder number 9, Luke Nash.
And leading off for the Hippos is Luke Nash.
First pitch swinging. Nice heater from Waters. 0-1 count. And the pitch. Swinging. Gonna drop. Split the gap. Just barely not split the gap between the right fielder and center fielder.
Now batting, second baseman number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
And now batting is Caleb Cantwell. First pitch into Cantwell. He's showing bunt, and Nash got a little too far lead, but he's able to get back. Cantwell bunting again. He's going to get Nash caught in a rundown. He was trying to steal. He's going to be out.
Well, and that is what you can't do if you're the Hippos. 1-1 count to Cantwell. Next pitch to Cantwell was a ball. And nice swing by Cantwell. Gets into left field for a single.
Now batting, number 7, third baseman Garrett Thorne.
First pitch swinging by Bame is a fouled back.
And Cantwell's running to second. Throw's going to be way offline. Going to get into center field. And going to just center fielder was there. Kept Cantwell at second on an errant throw. And Bame has a 1-1 count. One count pitch coming to Bame. And Waters steps off. Runner in scoring position with Bame up is not the ideal position to be if you're Waters. Next pitch is swinging, popped up into foul territory. Is the wind's gonna just get it out of the reach of the glove of, I'm not quite sure, it was out of my view, and you had the shortstop, third baseman, and left fielder all coming over for it.
So a 1-2 count on Bame.
And the pitch from Waters swinging, fouled back. Right next to me. One, two count to Bame. And the pitch, fouled back again.
Final district score is Cedar Ridge defeats Vandegrift 4-2.
And the pitch from Waters swinging by Bame. It's going to just be caught by right fielder Braden Gastisha, just able to get under that. And if that would have dropped, that would have scored the run.
So he flies out to right fielder Braden Gastisha, and now batting for the Hippos is Andrew Ender.
And the pitch just hits that inside corner for
A strike.
Ender is 0 for 3 with a walk and reaching on an error. So those don't count as official at-bats. 0-1 count. Just Cantwell almost caught stealing. Able to get back. Pitch from Waters. Checking Cantwell at second. And the pitch. High for a ball. 1-1 count to Ender. Next pitch, runner going, Cantwell going to second, fouled out of the stadium.
1-2 count.
And Waters getting his signs. Sets. Checks Cantwell at second twice. Spins around, throws back, and Cantwell gets back. And Ender puts a nice drive on that one. It's going to be right on the warning track, caught by
Left fielder Lucas Morin to end the inning.
So we've reached the middle of the 10th. And Bame is going back out to pitch.
And leading off is going to be Brandon Creek.
2, Brandon Creek, shortstop.
Now batting is shortstop number 2, Brandon Creek. First pitch is swinging strike. Next pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Next pitch is in for a strike. Bang, taking his time on this one and wind up and the pitch. Swinging, grounded to third baseman Andrew Ender, thrown over to first baseman Carson Babb for the first out of the inning. And now batting is number 7, second baseman Ivan Villegas.
Now batting number 7, second baseman Ivan Villegas.
Excuse me, Ivan Villegas. First pitch is in for a strike. Next pitch is a wild pitch for a ball. In for a ball. 2-1 count to Villegas. Three, 2-2 count. And the pitch outside. Full count. Gas is still there, but for Bame, but just a little more wild right now. Maybe getting a bit tired. And the pitch swinging for the strikeout. Villegas strikes out on another heater. Second out of the inning.
Batting right fielder number 18, Braden Gustin.
Now batting is right fielder number 17, Braden Gostisha. Gonna be grounded to up the middle, fielded by shortstop Grayson Doggett, but not quite able to corral it, and Gostisha gets his infield single.
Now batting first baseman number 5, Michael Pazak.
First hit allowed by Bame, and 3 2/3 innings in relief. And now batting is Michael Pazak. Winning run is on first base. Bame pitching from the stretch. And the pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 count to Pazak. And the pitch high for a ball. 2-0 count. Next pitch is in just outside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. First time really that Bame has struggled with his command. And the pitch in for the strike.
3-1 count. Bame sets. And the pitch, high for a ball, for a walk. The winning run is in scoring position now. Third baseman Andrew Ender coming in, and second baseman Caleb Cantwell coming in, and shortstop and the catcher and the whole infield coming in to have a little infield meeting about how to play center fielder and maybe just a little breather for Bame. As Cade Crawford steps up to the plate. Crawford is 0 for 4 on the night. This is his 5th at bat. And first pitch to Crawford is a ball. Bame steps off. 1-0 count. Bame getting his signs. Steps off again. Thinking maybe a little confused. Maybe confusion between Hall and Bame. And now he sets and the pitch. And on that outside corner for a strike. Pitch swinging for the second strike. Nice, looked like a little bit of a curveball or slider. Just dropped right out from him. And the pitch, swinging strikeout to end the inning. Bame strains the runner at first and second. We head to the 11th inning. And we keep playing baseball. We're heading to the top of the 11th inning. Leading off for the Hippos is going to be first baseman Carson Babb. Still pitching on the mound for the Tigers. He's going to be number 33, Camden Waters. And Waters is warming up to start the top of the 11th. Still tied at 5. We have been tied at 5 since the Hippos tied it in the top of the 6th. And since then, Hippos have had a ton of base runners since, but just not been able to get that hit that's able to fall to allow the runner to score or just catch a break from some fantastic defensive plays by the Tigers offense. And then the Tigers offense, since the Hippos put in Garrett Bame to pitch, moved him from third base over to pitch in the 6th inning, the Tigers have had nothing going. Last inning with 2 runners on, it's the best they've had going since the second. They've really struggled offensively since the 2nd inning. And Babb steps up to the plate to start the top of the 11th. First pitch swinging, fouled, back out of the stadium. And Waters sets. 0-1 count. Curves right in for the strike. 0-2 count. It almost feels like right now we're at a stalemate. No one can get that key hit. Just some great pitching. swing, fly to center field. When tailing it, it's going to drop. Center fielder Cade Crawford was able to reel it in. It looked like it was just going to be his routine fly ball, just curving a little bit to his right, and it ends up falling in between center fielder Cade Crawford and left fielder Lucas Morin, and Babb starts the inning with a double. So, out of all the last, since the 8th, when the Hippos have had runners on in scoring position every inning since the 8th.
Now batting for the Hippos, your catcher, Xander Hall.
Since that point, this is the first time the Hippos have led off with a runner in scoring position with a double. It's just been singles or walks, and so the Hippos have a great chance now. They've got to capitalize. Hall bunting, gonna bunt, and Hall's gonna be out at first, but advance Babb over to third. That is the Hippos.
Now batting center field, number 21, Cade Matosha.
This is the Hippos' second or third sack bunt of the game. And now batting for the Hippos is Cade Matoka. Pitch down in the dirt. Babb at third. What they can't do is they cannot be caught running on a passed ball that has the chance of it not getting far enough away to and getting out. One out. You just need a sack fly right here, or you need a sack fly right here, or a slowly hit ball, perfectly placed, that is going to force them just to go to first for the out. The pitch, swinging, popped up, called off by second baseman, and he's running, and he's going to be caught, and another rundown for a double play. And that is exactly what the Hippos could not do. It's going to be another base running error by the Hippos that have cost them possibly the game. Popped up to second base, he caught it, and so Hippos only send 3 men to the plate. Babb got it started with a 2-strike double, advanced to third on a sac bunt, and then Matoka popped it up to second baseman, where the first baseman, second baseman, and the right fielder were all coming in. And Babb decided to take off running and trying to catch the second baseman sleeping, because at first he wasn't paying attention. And then he gets to home plate, and the ball just gets in there, and he tries to duck out of the way, run back a little bit to try and maybe get out of the way of the tag, and he was out for the double play. So we are in the bottom of the 11th now. Coming up to bat is catcher Perry Raines for the Tigers, and now they have the chance to win it.
Catcher number 3, Perry Raines.
First pitch to Raines is a strike. Still on the mound for the Hippos is Bain. And next pitch is a ball. Two 1 count. 2 Raines. And the pitch, just outside and low. 3-1 count. And the pitch from Bame is a walk.
Leadoff walk for the Tigers.
And I definitely believe Bame is getting tired.
He's just really struggled with his command last inning and this inning.
Still throwing heat, just having a hard time placing his pitches well. And coming up to bat for the Tigers is going to be third baseman number 11, Alex Landaverde. We're approaching a game coming up on 3 hours. We're at about 2 hours, 47 minutes. Almost reaching an MLB game length. And Landaverde bunting. Straight to first baseman. He's going to tag him out. But it's a sack bunt. Advances Raines to second.
Now batting left fielder, number 25.
Had a ton of sack bunts in this game. Both teams playing some old school baseball that way. You don't see a lot of sack bunts anymore. Or squeeze bunts. A sack bunt and a squeeze bunt, there's a difference. A sack bunt is you bunt and then the runner takes off. A squeeze bunt is the runner starts running right as he starts pitching, and then you bunt it down to, and it normally scores a run.
So first pitch to Morn
Is a strike.
swinging strike for the second strike of the at-bat.
Morin down 0-2.
So far, Morin has 2 walks, so only 1 official at bat. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Foul tipped back.
And Bame sets. 0-2 pitch coming, fouled back. Still the 0-2 count. Bame taking his time, getting his signs. 0-2 pitch coming. Swinging strikeout. Showed the heat off once again. Right in the heart of the zone. Just Morin swinging way late, I believe. Look pretty late from here. And runner at second. That's the winning run. 2 outs for Cook. Cameron Cook. First pitch to him is a ball. A hit into the outfield likely wins the game for the Tigers. Next pitch is a curve that drops out of the zone into the dirt. 2-0 count. Pitch from Bame. In for the strike. Next pitch is swinging right through the pitch. And 2-2 pitch coming. Bame steps off, getting his signs right. 2-2 pitch coming, 2 outs. Winning run on second. The pitch grounded to third baseman Andrew Ender. Thrown over to first baseman Carson Babb for the out to end the 11th inning. So we are headed to the 12th inning. And after a leadoff walk was a sack bunt, advanced Raines to second. Morin strikes out, and Cook ends the inning with a ground out from third baseman to first baseman. And we've reached the end of 11. Let's check out some more MLB scores. Rangers defeat the Blue Jays 7-4. Giants just took the lead 1-0 in the top of the third over the Padres. Mets defeat the Phillies 8-4. In the bottom of the 10th, the Rays and Red Sox are tied 3-3. 2 outs, 2 runners on base for the Red Sox. They could win it then. Rockies playing the D-backs. End of the 5th, Rockies lead 3-1. In the middle of the 4th, the Dodgers lead the Athletics 4-1. Athletics are 0-5. I believe they are the only winless team remaining in the MLB. In the bottom of the 2nd, the White Sox lead the Mariners 3-0. Reds defeated the Pirates 14-1. Cardinals defeated the Marlins 4-2. And Brewers defeated the Cubs 4-0. Leading off for the Hippos to start the top of the 12th is going to be Grayson Doggett. Doggett is 2 for 5 with a double, a single, and 3 strikeouts. Still on the mound for the Tigers is number 33, Camden Waters. Leading off for the Hippos is shortstop Grayson Doggett.
Now batting shortstop, number 14, Grayson Doggett.
Waters sets in the pitch. Swinging on the first pitch is Doggett. Lines it to the Tiger dugout. 0-1 pitch coming. Waters sets. And the pitch. High and outside for a ball. One pitch. Down in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. 2-1 count to Doggett. The pitch and high and inside. 3-1. Grayson being patient at the plate. Hasn't had much to swing at. The one that he did swing at was the perfect one to swing at. And the pitch. Fouled. Hard hit. Full count. Waters getting his signs. And the pitch. Just called for the strikeout at the knees.
Batting left fielder, number 24.
It's Grayson's 4th strikeout of the day. Second one looking all on close pitches. And now batting is left fielder, number 24, Chris Gadesick. Pitch. Inside and high. Waters sets, wind up in the pitch, swinging strike.
He was really late on that pitch. Nice fast, looked like a fast ball by Waters. Yeah, and the pitch, swinging, fouled back. 1-2 count. One-two pitch coming. One out. Line straight back to the pitcher and tossed over to first baseman Michael Pazek for the out.
Top of the lineup, right fielder number 9, Luke Nash.
Now batting, Luke Nash, the Hippos' leadoff hitter. Last time up, he started the top of the 10th with a single and then got caught stealing. The pitch coming from Waters, swinging, first pitch swinging, gonna get caught up in the wind, straight to right fielder Braden Custocia. Name is hard to say, and that will end the inning. We've reached the middle of the 12th. And we're still tied up at 5. And leading off for the Tigers is going to be leadoff hitter Brandon Creek. So best part of the Tigers order, and we are right at 3 hours for this game. Bame is still going to be out there for the Hippos. And
We're at the top of the lineup.
now batting for the Tigers is Brandon Creek. And the first pitch high above his head for a ball. Yeah, I definitely believe now for sure that Bame is getting tired, but he's still making, at the right times, quality pitches in the right spot with still the amount of heat that he needs that are getting the Tigers out. 2-0 count. And for the strike, 2-1. And the pitch, fouled. 2-2 count. And the pitch, outside, full count. Inside for a walk. Back-to-back innings that the Hippos have led off.
Second baseman Ivan Villegas.
The Tigers have led off with a walk. Now batting is number 7, Ivan Villegas. The pitch, bunting, trying to sack bunt. Oh, 1 count. No matter how many times you sack bunt, it is so hard to get that lead runner because they are already running. Oh, that should... Hippos fans wanted that to be a strike. He pulled back. 1-1 count. And the pitch. Bunt strike. Missed the bunt. 1-2 count. If he would have pulled back, it probably would have been a ball. But he went after that one. Now he has to be careful if he's going to bunt with 2 strikes, because if he bunts it foul, he's out. If he miss, strike 3 bunt on the bunt for the strikeout. Now batting is right fielder Braden Gustosha.
Batting right fielder number 18, Braden Gustosha.
First pitch in is a strike. Foul back. Oh, 2 count. Throw over to first, gets back in time. And the pitch. Called, third strike on the outside corner. Gostosha did not like that call. A really good pitch that just broke into the zone. And the pitch down in the dirt, runner going to second. Creek advances to second. Stole second. 1-0 count to Pazek. Bame in the same situation he was in last inning. 2 outs. Now to a 1-0 count. Runner at second. And they are going to intentionally walk Pazek.
Center fielder number 4, Cade Crawford.
And now batting is center fielder Cade Crawford. Not sure why they intentionally walk Pazek. First pitch is in for the strike. Crawford is 0 for 5 tonight. Fouled back. 0-2 count. Crawford has 2 strikeouts. Pop up to third baseman. A line out to the third baseman. A ground out. Double steal going on. Strike 3. We've reached the end of 12. So Garrett Bame came into pitch in the 6th inning. Since then, he has .11 strikeouts, only allowed, let's see here, around 5 runners to reach base and 1 hit. The rest have been walks. He does have 4 walks on the night. And at some point, you would gotta think these two teams play Friday night. Coaches are talking now. I don't know whether they're just having a little friendly conversation. Most of these coaches know each other. And leading off for the Hippos is going to be second baseman Caleb Cantwell. Now, what I was saying is you've got to think at some point soon. I thought the UIL had a rule of time, that amount of time limit maybe, or inning limit. You got to think maybe they could continue this game in Hutto on Friday. They play at 7 o'clock Friday night. Maybe they could, I don't know, maybe you think maybe they could continue this game starting about 4:45 or 5. I don't know, but this game's getting long. It's getting late.
Now batting number 2, Caleb Cantwell, second baseman.
If this was a tournament or just a non-district, they would probably call this as a tie. But since it is district, it has to be finished out. First pitch from Waters is inside for a ball. We're in the top of the 13th. The pitch high and inside. 2-0 count. Now they're having a meeting at the mound. Possibly reach his pitch limit. They are bringing in a new pitcher. Most likely he reached a pitch limit. Let's see who it is. And Waters is getting a standing ovation from the Tiger crowd and even a few Hutto fans clapping for him. Waters did a phenomenal job along with Owen tonight. Tigers pitching has been on point. Other than those 2 innings where they allowed the Hippos to get back in, first warm-up pitch from number 24 is wild. Hippos dugout likes that. Number 24 is Dwayne Shaw. It's a 2-0 count on Caleb Cantwell. The final warm-up pitches for Shaw going on. And Cantwell about to step back in the box. Final little conversation between Raines and Shaw at the mound.
First pitch from Shaw is coming in. Outside, 3-0 count. Pitch hits that outside corner for a strike. And the pitch is in. Line into the third baseman. Alex Lavander's glove. Throws over to first, throw is away. And Cantwell's going to get into the second. So he's going to have a single and reach his second on an error. So Caleb Cantwell looking like he is injured on the slide in to second base. He's going to be all right. He's going to stay in the game. Now batting for the Hippos is, started as third baseman, now moved over to pitcher. Pitched an amazing game so far. Garrett Boehm. Bunts down. Pitcher comes out, grabs it, throws over to first for the out. So a sack bunt. As that gets Cantwell over to third.
Now bat number 13, Andrew Ender.
This happened 2 or 3 innings ago where the Hippos had a guy on third base with one out after a sack bunt. And Hippos got nothing out of it. So the Hippos have got to get a fly ball here to score or a hit. First pitch swinging is Ender. It's going to be caught. But Cantwell is going to stay at third base. A smart move. Let's see. He's popped up to number 5, first baseman, Michael Pazak.
Number 12, Carson Babb.
So, 2 outs in the inning. Babb up to bat. Babb last time up had a double. Advanced to third on a sack bunt, but got caught stealing home on a pop-up, just like that one. Pitch gets away from the catcher, but just not far enough. Maybe far enough, but just playing safe is Caleb Cantwell. 1-0 count to Babb. Cantwell's got to try and find a time to find the Tigers sleeping. And the pitch from Shaw is outside for a ball. 2-0 count. Pitch is down, gets away from the catcher. Barely. Pitch from Shaw, lined to center field. It's going to drop in front of center fielder, and Caleb Cantwell's going to score. Hippos take the lead. 6-5 in the top of the 13th inning.
Now batting number 6, catcher Xander Hall.
And now batting for the Hippos is catcher number 6, Xander Hall. Babb at first. First pitch swinging is Hall. 0-1 count. Hippos dugout went crazy on that play. That just was a little bloop. Looked like it was just going to be another routine fly out to center field. Cade Crawford. Next pitch is swinging strike by Hall. But the wind, I think, pushed that down and dropped right in front of Crawford, which allowed Cantwell to score. Strikeout by Hall, but Hippos strand one, but they take the lead 6-5 in the top of the 13th inning, and we are headed to the bottom of the 13th. If Bame can continue pitching the way he's pitching, the Hippos are going to have a win. And leading off for the Tigers is going to be catcher Perry Raines. And Bame is back on the mound to try and finish this off. Hippo fans are up on their feet. Hippo's dugout is excited. We're at 3 hours and 18 minutes of this game. In the 6th extra inning, Texas defeats Texas A&M Corpus Christi 14-4. Sam Houston State defeats A&M 8-6. Baylor comes from a 6-1 deficit and beats UT Arlington 7-6. And we are starting the bottom of the 13th. Leading off for the Tigers is catcher number 3, Perry Raines. First pitch in way outside. We've seen this the last 2 innings. The first batter by Bame is a little bit wild. Next pitch is in for the strike. First batter the last couple innings for Bame has been a little wild, and then he settled in after that. Next pitch is just outside for a strike. For a ball, excuse me. Stumbling over my words. And the pitch. High and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is in for the strike. Full count. Back-to-back second inning straight that the Hippos have had a full count on the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. Strikeout! Strike 3 for the Hippos. 1 out in the bottom of the 13th inning. Raines thought he had a walk. It was right on the outside corner. First pitch to Landaverde is a ball. Next pitch in is a strike. And pitch in for a swinging strike. 1-2 count. Tigers really are swinging at everything now. And the pitch fouled back. And strike 3 looking.
2 outs. Bottom of the 13th. Last batter hope for the Tigers is Lucas Morin. Hippo fans on their feet. Bam. First pitch in. Nasty curve for a strike. Second pitch is in for a strike. 2 strikes. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 13th. Hippos lead 6-5. Next pitch is in. Just on the inside. Hippo fans wanted that for a strike. Xander Hall pleaded his case. 1-2 count. Next pitch from Bame is in. Swinging. Foul. Just got enough. Bame resets. The 1-2 pitch coming. Strike 3. Hippos win the marathon game. 13 innings. 6-5. Hippos record improves to 8-14. Garrett Bame pitches a magnificent game in relief since the 6th inning. He strikes out the bottom of the 13th side. This game had everyone on the edge of their seats. 13 inning marathon game. Everything that possibly could have happened in this game. Sack bunts, fly, stolen bases, caught stealing. Almost everything that makes a game awesome happened tonight. And the Hippos outlast the Tigers 6-5. And the Hippos and Tigers will play Friday night at Hutto at 7 o'clock. And the Tigers are really going to be looking for revenge in that game. Because this game, the Hippos showed grit. They showed offensive life, pitching life. They were down 5-0 in the second inning. They didn't allow another run after the bottom of the second, and they slowly crawled their way back. And after they tied it, it was a pitching masterpiece from the Hippos. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm Gage Bowles. We should be back on the air Friday night in Hutto. Your final score is Hippos 6, Tigers 5, in 13 innings. Game time about 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thank you for watching Hutto Hippos baseball on the SHN Sports Network. We'll see you next time.